I'm in Orlando for the third time now, and I never went to this park here. Now, what is this place? This is Fun Spot Kissimmee, home to a pretty cool looking Gravity Craft hybrid coaster here behind me. So let's check this one out. In 2017, I visited Orlando for the last time, and since then a lot has changed. Every park in this theme park capital has invested in new rides and experiences, and after 6.5 years, I'm back to explore them all. Today I'm visiting a little amusement park I never visited before. Let's get some fun at Fun Spot Kissimmee. So Fun Spot Kissimmee is the second Fun Spot park in the Orlando area we're visiting on this trip, and it's home to a few interesting rides. Some are very similar to the other Fun Spot park we did, but luckily each Fun Spot location also has some quite unique rides. Now, just as Fun Spot Orlando near the Universal Parks, this one has free parking and free entrance, and it requires a pass to pay per ride. But you can also do what we did, wait till Black Friday and buy an annual pass with a big discount. So you're able to spend your evenings in one of the Fun Spot parks to end the day here with some more fun after visiting another park in Orlando, for example. But anyway, we're here to explore a few rides. So let's get to business and try them out. First up here is Galaxy Spin, which is this coaster from 2011 here. Here is not really an interesting thing, it's just a Zamperla standard spinning coaster. But anyway, we're here now, why not give it a try? Okay, this spinning coaster here is just a very standard model, but it's not one I enjoy. It's very painful, and I'm just a bit much bigger fan of the Zamperla spinning coaster as, for example, Warner Bros. World in Abu Dhabi. This one here it's pretty shitty actually. Okay, but anyway, first ride is done here. Let's get to the next ones. Now this little park here houses 4 roller coasters, which is a bit more than the other Fun Spot park near Universal. But luckily each Fun Spot park also has different roller coasters, so you will not find the same ones twice here. Now the other rides are all very similar to the other park, with again a few exceptions actually. Now one of those exceptions here is this little ride, Screaming Eagles Larson ride from 2011. It looks like one of those classic nostalgic fairground rides, but it's quite a recent one actually, so looks are deceiving. Okay, this ride here is a bit of a strange ride actually. It's something between a carousel and windsurfing, except you're not on water. The principle is a bit similar. You have to turn your wing in the middle to let the wind turn you sideways while the carousel is in motion. But anyway, it's an enjoyable ride, but not really that interesting, to be honest. Okay, and after this ride, let's get ourselves some thrill, as until now we only did some family rides here. And just as in Fun Spot Orlando, we can get that adrenaline rush here thanks to Headrush 360 and SBF Visa MIDI 360 dance party rides. Okay, next ride here behind me is another chill ride, because yes, it's a kiddie coaster again. It's from the same manufacturer as some coasters we already did here from ENF Myler Industries. This kiddie coaster here, Sea Serpent, is from 2012. To me, it was a completely unknown company, but anyway, who knows, their kiddie coaster here behind me is able to surprise me. Okay, Sea Serpent. This one seems to be a bigger one than the one we did in Fun Spot Orlando, but it's still a kiddie coaster, of course, so it's clearly not for us. But anyway, I did it, hooray, I guess. Now that was for sure the most thrilling ride in the park. I mean, can you smell the sarcasm? Anyway, let's go to the biggest ride in the park here, because the next one is for sure the centerpiece here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. It's the ride that got my attention mostly and made me visit this park in the first place. This here is Mind Blower, a gravity craft wooden coaster, but it's not your typical wooden coaster. No, this ride that opened up in 2017 is a wooden coaster with an inversion, as you can see right in front of us. Some might argue it's a hybrid coaster. I'm not going to start that discussion here. I'm here to enjoy myself, so let's just enjoy Mind Blower. Okay, that's right, that was something, and I'm not sure if I enjoyed it or not. It's leaning more towards the side of not enjoyed it. First of all, I really hate those gravity group restraints, which the awful belly and leopard. I mean, mounted coasters also have that same design, and I don't get why manufacturers do this. It's just really a shitty type of restraints. But anyway, the ride itself was also not that enjoyable. It's a hybrid coaster with wooden tracks, and some parts were steel tracks to make it more comfortable. But anyway, it's still a very, very shaky ride with a lot of rattle to it. And on some moments, the ride is just very painful actually in some turns. So yeah, not a big fan here. Although the first drop is fun, together with the inversion here behind me. But that's the only pretty cool stuff on this ride. The rest is just, from then onwards, it's just painful as hell. And there it comes, as you can see behind me on the first drop, here in the inversion. That's the only fun part, really. Okay, so the biggest coaster in this park is done. Now on to the next one. But in the meantime, there's also this YoYo here, a classic wave swinger ride. But this time one from Chance Rides. I don't think I ever have seen some wave swingers from Chance Ride, but anyway, it looks like a nostalgic ride. But again, looks are deceiving, as this one is actually not an old ride. It's one from 2009 only. But it looks like it looks fun. Now, Fun Spot Kissimmee has quite a strange layout. There's like the main park, which we see here, where most of the rides here are situated around this small lake here. But there's also a smaller extension of the park outside of the park boundaries actually, which is called Old Town. So before exploring that part of the park, let's do the last trail ride here in the main park. And that is going to be a similar one as the one at Fun Spot Orlando. And the ride is here, this one, Hot Seat. Another Screamin Swing ride from SNS, which opened in 2008. I felt kind of disappointed by the one in Orlando, so let's see if this one is as much of a letdown actually. Okay, so this one is basically very similar to the one in Orlando. It's an enjoyable and fun Screamin Swing ride, but it looks scarier than it actually is while riding it. But anyway, it's just fun. Okay, so as I said earlier, this park has two parts. We did all the rides in the main part here. Let's get ourselves to the second part, which we just entered here via Old Town. And here we have some more rides, from which one is a recent roller coaster here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. And that roller coaster here is the one in front of us right now. That's Hurricane H. Myler family coaster from the same manufacturer as Serpent earlier, ENF Myler Industries. Now this is a coaster that opened up in 2019 and it looks a bit more interesting than Sea Serpent, but let's see if that is actually the case or not. Okay, Hurricane done, but seriously, what a sketchy ride is this. It feels kind of cheaply constructed maybe, and on some moments riding it, it feels just very unnatural and unsmooth. Now it's not very forceful and does not offer anything such as airtime and such, but it's just really, it's just quite the experience to try it out once. And since we're here, why not do some more rides here. This here is Tilt-A-Whirl, a cylinder manufacturing ride, and at the back there you have Paratrooper, for example, which is a ribbits ride. Both manufacturers I never heard of, to be honest, but the rides look kind of fun, so if you're here, why not check them out. Okay, and with that we did all the interesting rides here at Fun Spot Kissimmee. It's a fun park with some similar rides as the one in Orlando, but also some unique ones for this Fun Spot park. Now we're going to enjoy the ones again we love the most, and I'll see you again in the next video. See ya!